Alright, so this is my new IS300 drift car. I had previously had one that was like a Pro-Am spec build, roll cage, angle, all the arms, all that stuff. I've swapped all the suspension over to this car, but it's still stock engine, but with a CD09 transmission. I'm going to do the GTE swap that I had in my previous car, but I wanted to put some nitrous on this thing before I swap it, just to have some fun, and I can hit a couple events and have less downtime in drifting, because that's like the worst thing, you know, sitting on the sideline watching. So we're going to put some nitrous on it and hopefully go drifting next weekend. Alright, so we have a Nitrous Express Proton Plus kit. It ranges from 50 horsepower to 150. This is a wet kit, which I prefer better on stock fuel setups. If you're running a dry setup, I recommend running like full EMS, so you can control the injectors to push more fuel in. But wet kit, you want it as close to the throttle body as possible. Over here, you have the fuel. You get the fuel supply from this one, and then the nitrous line will run in here. This is a purge solenoid that I added on. I think it was about 80 bucks off Summit Racing. Alright, so we got the fuel line tapped. Originally I wanted to use the AN line that comes with the kit with the Nitrous Express T, but this line wasn't long enough to get to the fuel line, so we ended up having to use this with a rubber line, which it should work just fine. You know, we started it, made sure it's not leaking or anything. So, onto the nitrous line. Alright, we got this thing all set up. It's wired, it's ready to go. Ready to hit the streets of Mexico. Alright, we got the RPM switch wired up. I think it's the safest way, especially with drifting. You don't want to spray nitrous below 3,000 RPM. Could be very bad. We got the purge hooked up. We're ready to kill some 350Zs.